Hello.
What was that? Alright, well, yeah, Reuben turned
I
into
don't
a
think I
cat. We
finished
can't
doing all
speak.
the stuff that I needed. I didn't finish doing all the stuff that I needed. God damn it.
Did you
What I would
hit the
do
button?
for things to be so much quicker to throw together.
Did you hit the button?
Is there no way to automate this?
No.
Matt?
No. It's a combination of YouTube's bullshit, Twitch's bullshit, and Restream's bullshit.
Maybe just stream on
But
one-
hello everybody, we're here regardless. You just need to do the rest of the startup stuff that I didn't do. Too busy thinking about Ray Penber.
It's gonna make sense out of everyone else.
Everyone else is
Unless they're a big.
Well, like if you're here and you haven't seen Death Note, fix your life.
It's. I like Code Geass better.
I never said that Code Geass wasn't also good. I'm just saying, if you haven't watched Death Note, fix your life.
I mean, Death Note. If you guys don't know this, I don't. You might. That's the whole reason I'm into anime. Really, as a older person. So.
And if you haven't watched Code Geass, but you have watched Death Note, probably also fix your life.
No, Code Geass is a better franchise.
But no, I said if you've watched Death Note but not Code Geass, implying that you need to watch Code Geass.
That's not what he said. Pull the tapes.
It is what I said. You can't gotcha me on this.
Oh, well, thank God it was recorded.
Yeah, am I gonna get a 4 a.m. message from you?
No, I'm not even gonna check.
Oh,
My guy, you know,
you're that confident.
I don't care that much. But yeah, I'm that confident. I'm playing a game called Everything is Crab.
Everything
excellent.
is crab. Did you mention this to me last week?
I don't know, but it's excellent.
When you
I
grow
got
up,
it, like
are you gonna become a crab?
I don't think so.
Probably.
Are you gonna grow up?
Probably not.
Oh. You get to choose?
Yeah, like.
I guess
in a
Peter
way, I guess
Pan
everyone
chose,
does.
but he's a freak. You did get first.
I should open the chat, shouldn't I?
Yes. Yes, you should. I'm gonna get the links right as quickly as I can. And it's been quite a while since I last watched Death Note. I should read the manga again.
Might be fun.
Might be. It'll be a lot faster than watching the anime again.
Anime was short.
It's 12 volumes.
37 episodes.
They are always within arm's reach of me. Well, a trip down the stairs, really, but, you know. Might as well be arm's reach. Oh my god.
But
I
why'd
don't
you
need
do this?
I don't need to know that you were first while you were on the shitter. I don't need that bit.
Are you talking to someone in chat?
Yeah, that thing that said you were gonna look at.
Still trying to open it.
What do you mean you're trying to open it?
My browser's not open. There we go.
Right, I need to stop thinking about Death Note. You got in my head, Merlin.
You can play one of the Death Note video games sometime. I haven't played it, so.
I have one of the Death Note video games, but no one else has it. And it's a multiplayer experience.
I thought they made a Death Note game for the DS, and only in Japan. I don't know.
That was Japan
I
only.
assume so.
I'm talking about the one that's on Steam that came out like a year and a half ago.
I remember that
It
coming
was
out.
more than that, but okay.
And I played it a little bit and had a bit of fun, but it'd be more fun if I was playing it with people that I knew.
That's so many games.
Yep. That's the problem. Nobody was interested. So I played with randoms, and it sucked. It sucked because they were loud and obnoxious.
I see.
I wanted controlled arguments, not whatever the fuck was going on. Like people just deep-throating their mics.
Yummy.
It was a reminder of what Xbox was like whenever I played Xbox. Is that something
been a
I'm
long
nostalgic
time.
for? No, it is not. I do not want that. Nobody should want that. I managed to get
I
away
miss
to...
enjoying Call of Duty.
Huh?
I miss enjoying Call of Duty.
When was that? When did you last enjoy Call of Duty?
Black Ops. So, a long time.
The first Black Ops?
Yeah.
Black Ops 2's multiplayer was really good. But I played that on Wii U, so I had the voice chat free experience. And let me tell you, game's so good whenever you don't hear anybody speaking.
Do have the power to mute people.
It's not the same. Because I knew that on the other end people were trying to scream, but they just weren't allowed to. It's a very different thing from I put earplugs in.
What?
I have a mouth, but I cannot scream. That is what the annoying people would be like in fucking Wii U Black Ops 2. You know they're having a meltdown. But they can't get it out to the voice chat.
I kind of just enjoyed the game.
Huh?
I kind of just enjoyed the game. Like, the chatting. Just everyone got muted.
I enjoyed the wager matches.
I don't really know what that is.
Wager matches, sticks and stones, gun game, won the chamber. You know, the best part of the game.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
Did you Did you not play the multiplayer?
Played like deathmatch and team deathmatch.
Wager matches were the one that you got credits for. And you would bet credits to earn more credits by doing better in the match.
Yeah, no, I've never heard of what you're doing. Never did that.
That was a main feature of the game. It was really good. One, the
Black
chamber
Ops
you
2?
had... That was Black Ops 1, and 2, and 3.
No, I don't really remember playing any wagering games.
Damn. Okay, can you see?
Yeah.
Good. Can you check the audio for me?
I don't think you hear. Am I supposed to hear the music? I don't hear anything. Never mind. I hear the click when you're in the menu. We're good.
I can hear it on, like, our side.
Yeah.
Yeah. Alright, let's speed run this novel. That seems really loud. But that might just be on my PC.
It is a little loud. Yeah.
Okay. I have lowered my PC's volume. Back to the DS. Chapter 2, Unwelcome Attention. Los Angeles, December 19th, 1980, 8 a.m. As the morning sunlight filtered in through the window, the alarm clock by Hyde's bed let out a deafening wail. Hyde turned over. Go away. Let me sleep some more. But the alarm clock wasn't listening. He blearily lifted his head off the pillow. I don't have to get up for work anymore. Stop bugging me. Nothing. He reached out and smacked the alarm clock, stopping the noise. Dropping his head back onto his pillow, sleep threatening to wash over him again. But his slumber was interrupted once more, this time by the phone ringing, yelling for attention. This isn't even funny. Hyde fumbled for the receiver. Hello? When he heard the voice at the other end, he thought it might be another anonymous call. But his sleep-filled head soon corrected him. It was his mother, Jeannie. Jeannie had raised Hyde alone after her husband had died. She now lived in New Jersey, where she worked as a nurse. It had been rather a long time since they last spoke. She asked Hyde why he wasn't getting ready for work, and he told her he had the day off, which isn't a lie exactly. Hyde wasn't quite in the mood to tell his mother he had been fired. Why are you calling me up so early? Is something up? He asked. He didn't sense any urgency in her voice, but Jeannie wasn't usually the type to be calling him so early in the morning. Actually, there was something... A man going by the name Rex Foster called. Do you know him? Hyde had never heard of him. According to Jeannie, he had asked her whether she was the mother of ex-NYPD detective Cal Hyde, and whether Hyde was still searching for his former partner, Brian Bradley. Bradley's name set off Hyde's alarm bells immediately. How did this person know about any of that? He racked his brains, searching for any traces of the name Rex Foster, but nothing came to him. If you get any more calls from strangers asking you questions, he began to tell his mother, who seemed slightly unsettled at this point. She understood what he was getting at. Hyde started to say his goodbyes, but Jeannie halted him. She hadn't talked to him in a long time and wanted to know how her son was doing. Specifically, she asked if he was still pursuing Bradley. The subject of Bradley had obviously been a concern of hers for the previous 4 years, ever since he quit the force for that very reason. Hyde assured her that his search was over. He also told her that she didn't need to worry so much about him. She admitted that she was still having difficulty letting him go. She then asked about Ed, the owner of Red Crown. He and Jeannie had known each other for many years. Ed and Hyde's father had first met each other 25 years earlier, when Ed was a cop with the LAPD. He then turned out to be the one who discovered Hyde's father's body, dead in a parking lot. Are you two getting along?
Did
Mom,
the
I'm
parking lot
34
kill
now.
him?
Huh?
Did the parking lot kill him?
Yeah.
Yes.
Mom, I'm 34 now. You don't need to keep worrying about me. It's just you're the same age your father was when he died, and... She said her goodbyes and hung up. Hyde sighed. With her husband and her son both gone, Jeannie was all alone at home, a fact that Hyde overlooked all too often. She was right about one thing, though. Hyde was 34, the same age his father had been when he passed away. As soon as he put the phone down, Hyde realised that all desire to sleep had left him. He headed into the bathroom and began his usual pre-work ritual, splashing his face with cold water and getting dressed. Not like him going anywhere, though. Hyde threw himself down on his old sofa. Perhaps because he had nothing to do, or perhaps because he had been talking to his mother, the past started replaying in his mind as he gazed at the bland apartment wall. Hyde had been born right here in Los Angeles. An only child, he had lived with his parents in a small backstreet apartment. His father, Chris, had not been around much while Hyde was a child, and had been a man of few words when he was present. He also didn't play much besides slipping on his old glove for the occasional game of catch. The clearest image Hyde had of his father was of the man sitting by the radio, catching up on the baseball scores. Jeannie had always been out of the house during the day too, working as a nurse, just as she did now. Cal would often stand out on his apartment's balcony to wait for her, watching the setting sun dye all of the buildings red and orange in the meantime. Chris died when Hyde was 9 years old. That night, he and his mother sat up waiting for Chris to come home, but he never appeared. 3 days later, Chris's body was found in a parking lot. After crying for a week solid... Yeah, I know. Holy fuck, what's going on in there?
What?
That is like the heaviest fucking rain.
What's heavy?
The rain.
Oh.
Like, it was so loud. After crying for a week solid, Jeannie had packed her things and taken Hyde to live in Manhattan, New York. After that, she refused to speak about her husband's death. It was a further 7 years before she finally broke her silence and told Hyde everything. She told the 16-year-old Kyle that his father had been a safecracker, and that the night he died, he had gone to carry out his final job. 6 years later, Hyde joined the NYPD. Naturally, Jeannie hoped that he could find out the truth behind his father's death, but after gaining some experience as a police officer, Hyde saw multiple cases go by that were exactly like his father's. Cases where people had become embroiled in shady activities and ended up dead. He knew that there were often truths about these events that the families would be better off not knowing. Because of this, Hyde never chased up his father's case. Even after hanging up his badge, he kept away from it. And now, Hyde had no job and nowhere to live. He let out a long sigh, returning him to his senses. He stood up from the sofa, and as if it had been waiting for him to stir, the phone rang out. Hyde walked around the bed and picked it up. "How are you doing, handsome?" It was Rachel. Despite being Ed's secretary, Hyde had always thought of her as more of a confidant than a colleague. "I've been better," Cal replied dryly, trying to sound nonchalant about the whole thing. "Well, for someone who lost their job yesterday, you sound okay at least." Hyde dropped the subject, asking Rachel about Ed. She said that he was still angry, although it was understandable given that Hyde had gone to do a job and then not shown up at the place and not phoned up for 3 days. She had considered that Hyde could come in and apologise in person, but he would probably be turned away. There really was nothing she could do. "Is Ed there now?" Hyde asked. Rachel told him that Ed had gone to the gone to see the candidate speeches for the mayoral election. Apparently, Hugh Speck, Ed's former boss, was in the running. Rachel told Hyde that if anything came up, she'd get him on his pager, and that he should remember to keep it on him. If it was anyone but Hyde she was talking to, that would have been a given, but she knew about his habit of turning it off at the earliest convenience. Nope, opportunity. Damn it, I guessed the wrong word. She also mentioned a phone call she'd received from a certain Rex Foster. He had called looking for Hyde, so she told him Hyde was taking the day off. She said she'd get in touch with Hyde later and hung up. Putting down the receiver, Hyde mused over that piece of information. This was the second time he had heard mention of Rex Foster. Who was this man? He decided thinking about it wouldn't solve anything, but he couldn't get the matter out of his mind. As if in response, the door buzzer sounded. Hyde opened it to find Tony standing there looking panicked. "Hyde man, you gotta help me," Tony said. Hyde sighed. "What do you want, Tony?" Hyde was never in any mood to help Tony, because he always got roped into one of Tony's big messes and ended up having to rescue him from something or someone. Tony started speaking at a mile a minute, tripping over his own words and generally making no sense at all. "Whoa, whoa," Hyde said, raising a hand. "Slow down, Tony. Stop gibbering and tell me what happened." Tony started again, and this time Hyde could follow. He said he was in some trouble and Hyde needed to clear his name. The story was that Marie from room 206 had come banging at Tony's door and demanded that he return her ring. No matter how he tried to convince her, he had no idea what she was talking about. She refused to listen. At the end of his tether, Tony had come to Hyde for help convincing her. As he watched Tony repeatedly insist he hadn't done anything, Hyde started to believe it. Tony was an idiot and a moocher, but he was no thief. Hyde decided he wanted to assess the situation for himself and left the room. Marie was standing in the hallway, arms crossed and an irritated. In the 6 months since Marie had moved in, Hyde had barely even seen her, let alone talked to her. When he asked what the problem was, she said her ring had been stolen and pointed the finger right at Tony. Pressing her about the details, Hyde surmised the situation as follows. Marie had gone to the lobby to get a drink from the vending machine and forgotten to lock her door. On the way down, she passed Tony on the stairs. She bought her drink, and when she got back to her room, the ring was gone. Marie seemed convinced that Tony had stolen it. She declared that Tony, as a man who was always short on dough, wouldn't have any qualms about stealing a ring to make some quick cash. What? Tony was incensed. He raised his arm as if to attack Marie, but Hyde grabbed him and managed to calm him down. Seeing that the situation could only get more volatile, Hyde continued to question Marie, his police training taking over. "When exactly did your ring go missing?" She explained that it had happened an hour previously. She was sure that she had left the door closed, but when she returned, the door was open and the ring was gone. The ring itself was extremely valuable, with a 3-carat diamond and 3 rubies inlaid. A 3-carat diamond and rubies inlaid. "I didn't steal your damn ring," Tony insisted again. "Do you really think I would trust anything you say?" Marie retorted. The two continued fighting, and Tony reached for Marie's arm. Hyde wasn't in time to stop him grabbing her by the wrist. "Let me go!" Marie yelled, her voice bouncing all the way down the corridor. The door to room 203 flew open right behind the three, and Betty stormed out. Betty complained about being woken up this early. She turned on Marie. "I heard the whole thing, Marie. I think you're pointing the finger at the wrong person." Marie turned red in rage as Betty went on. Apparently, while moving in 6 months ago, some of Marie's items had gone missing. Marie had pointed the finger at Billy from 205, but it turned out that the removals company had simply made a mistake. Marie was about to interrupt, but Betty held up her hand to quiet her. "At least check your room thoroughly before you point fingers," she said firmly. "And if you really want to continue this ruckus, do it somewhere else." Betty returned inside her room, slamming the door. An awkward atmosphere descended upon the corridor. I'd suggested that Marie search her room one more time. If the ring was still nowhere to be found, she could look through Tony's things. Marie agreed, but on one condition. Hyde had to be the one to search her room. Hyde agreed, if only to get the whole mess out of the way. Marie ushered him into her room to begin the search. Pulling apart the pristine room, Hyde searched everywhere he could, but the ring was nowhere to be found. Deciding that Marie must have left it somewhere, he asked her if she recalled putting it down anywhere, such as by the sofa or on the table. She said she didn't remember doing so. Suddenly, a glint caught his eye. Something was shining in the tiny space between the dresser and the chest of drawers, but the space was too thin. He needed something to reach in there. Searching for something to fit in the space, Hyde's eyes fell on a hanger resting on a peg on the wall. He recalled a similar situation back at Hotel Dusk, where a hanger had come in handy. He took it down and pushed it into the space. No, damn. Instead of getting the thing out, Hyde had just pushed it even further in. How's it going, Mr. Hyde? Fine, just looking around over here, Hyde bluffed. Hyde looked around the room and picked up a box lid from the table. It seemed the perfect shape to push in between the dresser and the chest of drawers. He eased the lid in and aimed for the shiny object. Damn! Instead of pulling the thing out, Hyde had just pushed it further in. He looked around furtively, but Marie was luckily gazing out the window. Hyde quickly put the lid back on the table in embarrassment. What could he use? He asked Marie, and she said he could use whatever he found in the room. Hyde took a look around the room for inspiration. Searching through the drawers, he found a tape measure. Now if I extend this... He pulled out the tape measure and pushed it into the small space. He tried to aim for the shiny item, but the tape was always either too long or too short. Shaking it around in frustration was only making it worse. Taking a deep breath, he relaxed his arms and lowered the tape measure again, carefully moving it towards the glinting item. He managed to hook the tape measure on it and fish it up out of the space. The shiny item was a diamond ring. Hyde handed the ring to Marie. She reacted first with relief, then with regret. She apologized for the mistake, and Hyde told her that everyone makes mistakes. Marie said she wanted to apologize to Tony, and Hyde told her bluntly that he would go and do it, privately thinking that it would be much safer to do it that way, given the screaming match that had happened earlier. With Marie thanking him profusely, Hyde left the room. When he emerged into the corridor, he ran into Tony pacing back and forth, who instantly attacked him with questions. Hyde assured him that the ring had been found and that Marie was extremely sorry about what had happened. Tony angrily said that her apology wasn't enough, and that she would practically be on her hands and knees begging for forgiveness. Hyde sternly told him to give it a rest. She's really embarrassed and not exactly proud of what she said. We're all going to be clearing out of these apartments soon. Do you really want to cause any more trouble for yourself? Tony grudgingly agreed to let it go. You know, I guess all that detective training you got really paid off. What? Hyde hadn't told anybody that he used to be a detective. How did Tony know? Tony, how'd you find out about me being a detective? Asked Hyde. I heard it from Dylan, Tony said. I thought you must have told him or something. Dylan? The handyman from 304? Hyde decided that it was time he had blah, blah, blah. Fuck, words, I need water, drink.
You've been a lot of reading.
It's a lot of reading. Hyde decided that it was time he had a talk with Dylan. As for Tony, he had to go for an audition. And if I do well, I'm going to get a live gig. He took off down the hall. What a mercenary, Hyde thought as he waved Tony off. His thoughts then turned to Dylan. How did Dylan know that Hyde was a detective?
Dylan knows everything.
He had nothing else to do, so he started to head for Dylan's apartment. Just as he started moving, his pager beeped. It was a message from Rachel. Hyde shelved his plans for the time being and headed back to the room. Maybe Ed's in a better mood now. Hyde picked up the phone and called Rachel, who let him know Ed was back. She transferred him over. Ed took the call, but from the sound of things, his mood was even worse than the day before. In case Ed changed his mind and hung up, Hyde quickly told him about the mysterious order sheet he had received the day before. The order form that had told him to find the Scarlet Star, which disappeared at Hotel Cape West 25 years ago. Ed said that the idea of Hyde receiving an order directly was preposterous, and accused Hyde of blabbing about the side job he did. Hyde insisted that he had told nobody about it. It seems like a bogus order to me, and in case you forgot, Red Crown ain't your concern anymore, so just drop it. You can take that piece of paper and burn it. Besides, you've got more important things to do, like finding a job. With that, Ed hung up. Maybe it was bogus, Hyde mused. But he couldn't let go of it so easily. And even if it was, who would go to the trouble of leaving it, and why? Hyde's thoughts wandered back to what Tony had said before. He had found out about Hyde's past from Dylan. There had been too many distractions already. It was time to head out and find Dylan. Luckily for him, he didn't have to go all the way to Dylan's room, instead finding Dylan standing in the third floor corridor. Hyde got right to the point. Huh?
You just breathe in there. Yeah. But like thicker, because he is.
Hyde got right to the point, questioning Dylan about what he had told Tony. Yeah, he was asking about you, so I told him that. Asking about me. I'd pressed Dylan about it. What was he asking you? Dylan replied that he was fixing Tony's door 2 weeks prior, and that Tony had invited him downstairs for a drink. That was when the subject of Hyde had come up. Tony had asked Dylan what he knew about Hyde, saying that he wanted to be friends with him. Hyde considered this. That made sense in a twisted way, but how had Dylan known about his past in the first place? When asked, Dylan explained that he had seen an article about Hyde in a newspaper 3 months previously. He had done some plumbing work for a man who had just moved to LA from New York. There were some old newspapers in the apartment, and Dylan had spotted Hyde's name in one of them. According to Dylan, the newspaper talked about an NYPD undercover operation. Did your partner really betray the NYPD? And did you really shoot him? Hyde squirmed, uncomfortable at having his past talked about so lightly. Before he could respond, Hyde heard a noise behind him and turned to see a man glaring at him. You really should take that chat elsewhere, the man said bluntly. You're blocking the hallway. It was Frank Raver, an aging man living in room 302, the apartment above Hyde. Hyde had a particular bone to pick with Frank. The man had an irritating habit of getting up in the middle of the night and pacing through his apartment. Frank didn't waste his breath. Well, he lit a firework on the room upstairs, above that. Frank didn't waste his breath on pleasantries. Move. Frank's tone of voice instantly hit a nerve in Hyde, who wasted no time confronting the old miser about his nighttime strolls. The old man didn't rise to Hyde's accusation, insisting that it was preposterous to assume anyone's footsteps could be heard in a solid building like Cape West Apartments. Hyde indignantly retorted that they were loud enough to keep him up at night. He was usually a cool, rational man, but when confronted with the cause of so many sleepless nights, all his reserve went out the window and pure fury took over. Seeing that the situation was about to get out of hand, Dylan stepped in. Mr. Hyde is just trying to say that he's noticed some noise coming from your room. He's not trying to start an argument with you. Isn't that right, Mr. Hyde? Hyde grudgingly agreed. Frank mollified.
Mollified.
What does that mean? Oh. Frank mollified a little. Caustically said that he would be more careful to stay in his bed during the night, if that was acceptable for Hyde. Frank then turned to Dylan. It seems that someone left trash by the fire door on the 4th floor again. We wouldn't want an incident like before now, would we? I recommend you get up there and clear it up right away. With that, Frank stalked away and entered his room. Dylan shook his head. 4th floor again. There's nobody up there, so it's a big pain to keep it in order. Dylan then took his leave and started running towards the stairs. Wait, what was Frank saying about an incident? Hyde decided he wouldn't get any answers from Frank, so he followed Dylan up the stairs. Upon hearing Hyde's footsteps as he reached the 4th floor, Dylan turned surprised. Hyde avoided the obvious subject of him following Dylan and instead asked about the trash on the floor. Dylan had already cleared up the trash, but he complained that because anybody could come and go from the street, outsiders often came in and deposited their trash there. Hyde got to the point right away. What did Frank mean about an incident happening before? Dylan seemed taken aback by the sudden question, but replied almost automatically, telling Hyde it was nothing for him to worry about. He then took off down the stairs. Now alone, Hyde decided he wasn't buying Dylan's quick deflection, and made for the fire door leading to the 4th floor rooms. Hyde took hold of the door's sturdy handle and edged it downwards. Suddenly, a shrill bell rang out through the corridor. Damn, didn't expect a security system in this old place. Hyde jumped at the sound, but his instincts quickly took over. Gotta find the off switch. He scanned the immediate vicinity and spotted a control panel on the wall. Opening it, he saw 2 switches, both in the on position, with red LEDs lit up. Maybe I have to turn these off. Grabbing both switches at the same time, he flicked them to the off position, and just as suddenly as it had begun, the alarm stopped. Sighing in relief and turning round, he was confronted with Dylan, who had heard the alarm and came dashing up the stairs. Dylan angrily asked what Hyde was doing up there. Hyde quickly replied that he had accidentally set off the alarm. Familiar with exactly how the alarm was set off, Dylan wasn't buying the accidental part. Trying to open the door and snip around in the off-limits area, weren't you? An unpleasant atmosphere descended upon the corridor, only broken by a sharp voice. Dylan, care to explain what is going on here? The voice belongs to Mags, who was walking towards them from the stairs, looking stern. I had noticed Dylan beginning to quake under her stare. Dylan attempted to explain the situation, but his voice was trembling so much that he could barely make himself understood. At the same time, Mags noticed Hyde was also present. Hyde decided he needed to step in and apologize, but before he could tell her the truth, Dylan seemed to gather his courage and tell Mags that he was conducting a test on the security system. Test? Mags said doubtfully. At this time of day? Her eagle eyes travelled between the two men. Dylan stared imploringly at Hyde, who finally chipped in, saying that Dylan had asked him to help out with the test. Mags eyed them both with some suspicion, but seemed to accept their explanation. Agreeing that it was a good idea that the safety measures should be kept in order, Mags communicated her gratitude to Dylan for his vigilance, and went back down the stairs. With Mags gone, Dylan turned to Hyde, expressing his annoyance at Hyde for forcing him to lie to Mags. Dylan told Hyde it was about time he went back downstairs. All I did was touch the damn door, and now it looks like I owe Dylan for vouching for me. As instructed by Dylan, Hyde headed back down the stairs and went back to his room. Sitting back down on his sofa, Hyde once again found himself thinking about the mysterious order sheet. His eyes wandering over the clock, it occurred to Hyde that it was now 4 p.m, the time Ed's old boss was due to have his grand introduction on television. A drink. Holy shit.
You okay there?
Yeah. Yeah, I've got a cut on the inside of my lip, and this is like killing it.
Yeah, great day for that.
He flicked on the TV and switched to Channel 5, immediately seeing an image of Hugh Speck. According to the reporter, Speck had left the LAPD 13 years earlier to become a politician. So, this guy was in the LAPD when they found my old man. The reporter went on to state that Speck had closed many cases while in the LAPD, including cases of police corruption. He was also the favourite to be elected as a mayor. Hearing this, Hyde decided that a man like that would probably not have been in charge of a minor homicide like his father's. Turning off the TV, Hyde was again left with nothing to do. Not used to having free time during the day, Hyde had no idea how to occupy himself. Too early for dinner. I guess I'll go to the cafe and grab a coffee. Hyde headed downstairs to his favourite source of coffee, Lucky Stars? Lucky's Cafe on the first floor. While walking through the lobby, Hyde ran into a young man who greeted him instantly. Hyde cursed to himself. He had completely forgotten the man's name. "You're Cal Hyde from room 202, aren't you?" Evidently, he knew Hyde's name pretty well. That just made Hyde even more annoyed at his own forgetfulness. Hyde tried to suddenly get the man to reveal his name, but he saw through the deception straight away, reintroducing himself as Charles Genet, with no small amount of irritation. Pardon me. Hyde explained that he didn't want to didn't tend to remember things that didn't directly affect him. "Interesting attitude," Charles said, still sounding somewhat peeved. Hyde thought to himself, "This guy can mind his own business," and then replied, "Yep, that's how I am." "Well, try to make the effort to remember my name from now on, yes?" Charles replied patronizingly. "When I forget a person's name, I feel terrible inside. Good for you." Charles was an exchange student from France. He had been living in room 305 for the last year. According to Betty, he wanted to be a movie director, which probably explained why he was so abrasive. Charles asked Hyde about the alarm upstairs, to which Hyde replied that it had just been a test. "A test?" Charles said. "I thought it might have been something a little more exciting." "Here we go again," I thought. "What? How does everyone know about this mysterious incident but me?" Hyde asked about it, and luckily for him, Charles was more willing than Dylan to tell him what had happened. Apparently, someone had gone up to the 4th floor and set a fire there. Frank from room 302 had noticed it and put it out. "That's all? Why was Dylan climbing up about it?" "By the way, Mr. Hyde," Charles said, "what are you going to do after you leave this place?" Hyde still had no idea. Charles went on, "I really like this place. I wish I could have stayed a little bit longer." "You and me both, kid," Hyde replied. Charles nodded and took his leave. Hyde headed on to the cafe. As he entered the place, he almost knocked over Frank, who was exiting at the same time. Hyde was about to apologize, but he was beaten to it by Frank muttering, "What is this, an ambush?" Concealing his annoyance, Hyde asked Frank about the 4th floor fire, and because Frank wasn't pulling any punches, he didn't either. "Are you in the habit of wandering around in out-of-bounds areas?" Frank replied equally caustically, "It's good for my health to climb up and down the stairs. I thought for a moment you had something interesting to ask me." With that, Frank walked past Hyde and headed for the stairs. Hyde had the feeling something wasn't adding up about what Frank had said, but he shrugged it off. Hyde had never thought of his neighbours as anything other than faces in the corridor before, so the amount of stopping and chatting he had done the past 2 days was starting to get to him. As Hyde opened the door to Lucky's Cafe, his nose was treated to the bittersweet aroma of freshly ground coffee. A cheerful voice greeted him. "Welcome to Lucky's Cafe. Today's coffee is a straight Guatemalan mineral roast." Behind the voice was a cheerful young woman named Claire Regan. She was the daughter of the cafe owner, and her charming smile always made the customers feel at home. The cafe's menu was another great thing about the place. As owner, Sidney Regan's specialty was catering to his customers' every need. Claire would always complain that he never made much money from being so willing to bend over backwards, but Sidney just ignored her. Lucky's Cafe was well known for selling good food at reasonable prices, and it worked on Sidney's favour. Hyde ordered a coarsely ground black coffee, and at Claire's recommendation, a dessert to go with it. He sat in his usual seat, relaxing and waiting for his coffee. He wasn't kept waiting long. Claire soon showed up with a smile on her face and a mug of steaming coffee in her hand. She laid it down on the table along with a chocolate plum truffle dessert, and then bustled off. After Hyde had a chance to try out both, the owner of the cafe, Sidney Regan, scuttled over. "Well, how is it?" A talkative, opinionated man, Sidney was one of the few people Hyde didn't object to having a friendly chat with. Sidney was obviously fishing for comments about the dessert rather than the coffee, so Hyde replied that it wasn't bad. "I thought so," Sidney declared. "I always find that adding some liqueur boosts the impact of the ganache." Helps to balance the taste of the plums and cocoa too. But Claire never listens to any of my suggestions. She's been getting more and more like my ex-wife. He asked Hyde whether he knew the man in sunglasses a couple of booths over, since he had been asking about Hyde. Hyde had no idea who he was. Why does he want to know about me? What is it with people stalking me today, anyway? Hyde got up and went over to talk to the man. Who the hell are you? Sydney said you know who I am, but I've never even met you before. Time to start talking, pal. The man took off his sunglasses and returned Hyde's glare with interest. The name's Foster. Rex Foster. The significance of the name was not lost on Hyde. This was the man who had been calling his mother and Rachel to pump them for information about him. What are you after? Hyde asked angrily. I don't seem to remember asking for a guy like you to follow me around. Rex simply laughed, which just made Hyde angrier. Ignoring Hyde's question, Rex said, You really do talk like a detective, Kyle. How does he know I was a detective? What does this guy want from me? Hyde was getting steadily more infuriated by the second. If it makes you feel any better, you're not the only one I'm looking into. How is that supposed to make me feel better? And who else are you investigating? Sorry, Cal, I can't really tell you anything right now. I don't want you getting in my way. The man kept avoiding Hyde's questions and giving infuriating answers. Hyde still couldn't figure out what he was after. Rex continued, You see, despite quitting, you're still a detective. One whiff of the case and Officer Hyde comes biting back. The man was absolutely incorrigible. Hyde decided that nothing was worth a conversation like this. Rex asked Hyde whether he knew about the trouble from earlier on the second floor. He must have been talking about Tony and Marie. Hyde said nothing had happened. Fair enough, I just wanted to ask. Rex got up from his chair and made to leave. Not so fast, Hyde said angrily. Take it easy, Kyle, Rex said in his calm manner. There's plenty of time for us to sit down and chat, you know. Sydney came over to the fuming Hyde and asked who the man was. Hyde said that his name was Rex Foster and that he had been asking questions about him. Sydney declared that he knew the man had been suspicious. He had come in frequently over the last few days, ordered a single coffee, and sat there for ages watching people coming and going in the cafe. He also asked about stuff from the past, Sydney said uncomfortably. What kind of stuff? Cal voiced his question, and Sydney replied that Rex had been asking about something that happened 13 years earlier, when the building was still a hotel. Sydney said that Mags had asked him to keep quiet about it, but he would tell Hyde anyway. 13 years ago, there was an unsolved murder here. This immediately grabbed Hyde's interest. He asked for more details, but Sydney refused to tell him anything else. He voiced his concern that Rex might be a journalist trying to get a scoop about the old murder case. Hyde was even more confused now. What would someone like that be investigating Hyde for? Sydney changed the subject. So who do you think will be stuck with as our new mayor? He didn't wait for Hyde's response, and immediately voiced his distrust of the favourite, Hugh Speck. Lowering his voice despite the lack of anyone around, he said that he had heard rumours Speck was on the tech while in the force, and was into racketeering among other activities. Sydney concluded that all politicians were crooked, and as long as the economy and crime were looked after, he didn't care who took the spot. On that note, Sydney took down a newspaper from the counter. The article he showed Hyde was about a jewellery robbery that had occurred nearby. Sydney said that crimes like this gave people his age the jitters, and that the MO was very similar to a string of crimes that had happened a long time ago. Hyde wanted to know more, but Sydney was called to the counter by Claire and had to cut the conversation short. Hyde picked up the newspaper and had a look at the article. It said that at the scene there was a sighting of a woman in a large black hat. This sighting suggested to police that the case might be connected to the spate of robberies from 13 years ago, committed by the crime syndicate Condor, which had the same signature woman, a woman in a black hat, just like the woman Hyde had passed at the entrance the night before. So I put a bookmark there.
Is that it? We done?
Yeah.
Oh my god, that was half of our time. So I
That-
hope we never do that again.
No, that was what? Fuck, that was like 40 minutes. What the hell?
Yeah, never doing that again.
Why was
Down
it
vote,
so
down vote.
long?
Because it closed captioned every conversation. Just that. No, never again.
Oh,
So much
Down
for a
vote.
speed.
my goddamn throat.
Getting closer to Christmas.
Chapter 3, December 20th, 1980. Another lazy Saturday. You know what? I'm gonna like pre-record the book bit next time, and it can like run while I'm setting shit up.
You're
Sure you
terrible.
will. You never. Wait, we never super prepare.
Another lazy Saturday morning, and I was still dreaming. In my dream, I was standing in front of an old window somewhere. Beyond the glass stretched a vast blackness, through which I could make out a faint figure facing away from me. I pounded on the window in an attempt to get the person's attention. But just as the person noticed my voice and began turning round, my eyes opened and I was awake. And damn phone again. I let slip a few choice words as I warily slid my arm out towards the phone. Hey, handsome. Rachel. Something wrong? You're not your usual chirpy self this morning. Yeah, your call woke me up. The sound of the phone pulled me out of this crazy dream I was having. Did you have a late night or something? You could say that. I had some things on my mind and didn't hit the hay till dawn. But forget all that. What's so important you gotta call now? There's a message from Ed. There's something he wants you to answer right away. Seems he wants to know if you still feel like working for Red Crown. You what? Well, do you? Of course I do. Thought so. Rachel, you don't think the old man's beginning to regret firing me, do you? Didn't think he felt remorse. No, I'd be complaining about getting a new job. I can't remember who Ed was. Who did Ed?
I think Maryland did, but I forget.
I think it was also
Yeah, it was.
Reuben.
You give him a really slimy voice.
God, what does
Yeah.
slimy mean? Alright.
I distinctly remember you giving him a slimy voice, and I said, that is the slimiest voice you could possibly give someone.
I don't remember this, but you quite done?
That's not quite that slimy.
I don't know. Maybe you'd like to explain to me exactly what I have to regret.
Ed,
You're the one who should be on your knees. If anything, getting rid of a no-good bum like you was a breath of relief.
I think you've made your point.
Just to be clear, I don't regret booting you out, but it has been on my mind. Even had a strange dream about it.
A strange dream.
Yeah, it was pretty messed up. You were in it, lying dead by the roadside.
You're right. That is messed up. Not exactly a premonition, though. Unless you've got plans to off me yourself.
Well, careful what you wish for.
Jeez.
Still, not a great feeling to see the guy I fired dead by the roadside. You know what the worst part is? Well, I'll tell you anyway. It's waking up with that image in your head and feeling genuinely worried.
Worried,
Okay.
hey? That's
Oops.
me.
Think about it. There can't be many guys out there willing to take on a lazy-ass bum like you. And even if you did find someone, they'd likely fire you in 3 days. If I didn't take care of you, how do I know my dream won't come true?
So what are you saying?
I'm a reasonable guy. Figured you got enough going to make me give you another chance. But mark my words, this will be the last chance I ever give you.
My last chance. Got it.
So what's it gonna be? Do you accept?
I guess I do.
Then it's settled. I'm not gonna bring you back, though. I'm not just gonna bring you back, though. No way. I'm gonna think of a test. A way to test just how loyal you are. You'll be hearing from me. Anyways, I've got things to do. Like making up a test.
Add wit up.
What is it?
I wanted to ask about that weird order sheet we talked about before.
Thought I was pretty clear about that. Throw it in the trash. Client ain't happy to go through me, we don't do the job. Simple. Rachel, you're up.
Hey, Kyle. You're still sweating over that sheet, huh? Yep. Can't forget the damn thing. Just can't seem to figure out why it came straight to me. It's puzzling, I'll give you that. Not only that, I had a run-in with our mutual friend, Rex Foster. You did? Yeah, I caught him skulking in the cafe in my apartment building. A real shitty guy. Seems he's been snooping into my past, too. I want to find out all there is about him. That's where you come in. Don't suppose you could go... Ooh, blah, blah, blah. Don't suppose you could do a bit of sniffing around, could you? Will do, handsome. I'll give you a call as soon as something turns up. I'm counting on you, Rachel. I twist the top of the tap, and a jet of cold, refreshing water streams out. Oh, look at that sexy back action. I put on one of my trademark suits. My buzzer suddenly sounds. Who's there? Miss Patrice.
Glad I caught you while you were at home.
Is there something I can help you with?
Come on now, Mr. Hyde. Are you telling me you've forgotten our chat from the other day?
Oh, nay.
Which chat would that be?
Well, do you remember what we discussed or not?
Miss Patrice. Of course I remember. You're here about the rent, right?
Precisely. I am impressed that the matter hadn't slipped your mind.
How could I possibly let my highest priority fall by the wayside?
Good. I'll be expecting both this month's and last month's rent. 400 in total.
Roger that.
Then I'll let you get back to whatever you were doing.
Miss Patrice, could I ask you something?
Perhaps. What is it?
I overheard some gossip about an incident that happened here 13 years ago.
Oh? Sorry, Dorn.
Are the rumors true?
Now, Mr. Hyde.
What?
Now, Mr. Hyde.
Oh, why'd you swap? What?
Because Tygon is busy. I thought you'd know better than to pay attention to idle gossip and rumors. I really must be on my way.
Miss Patrice walks away. Time to pay up, I guess.
Sorry, I thought someone was at the door. Apparently not.
Doesn't sound like anything a trip to the bank can't solve.
Go to the bank.
Pretty sure I've got enough left in there to cover it. Hang on. Today's Saturday. The bank's closed. To make matters worse, the ATM won't recognize my card anymore. I'm really stuck. How the hell am I going to get my hands on the rent money now? Wait, I think I might still have some cash stuffed into the wallet in my suitcase. If I put that together with whatever cash is lying around, I might have $400.
Rich man.
There was money in the suitcase. Where's the suitcase? My case is lying flat on the table.
Yeah, $1 bill. That'll help.
I take $3.80 out of my wallet.
That's quite a lot to carry with you at one time.
I left these behind last year when I was out doing a side job for Ed. It wasn't pretty, never forgetting to bring them since. What happened, Kyle? So where would I keep my last extra money? What's that?
In your toilet.
Receipts. Still need to do the books for the past 6 months. Flyer about Red Crown. Oh yeah, that's a new one. Never got around to reading it though. Here's the mail I had stuffed in my mailbox. Mag's lovely eviction notice too. And here's a blast from the past. The Secret Word, written by Martin Summer. Stolen by, more like. This book flew off the shelves when it first came out. Still selling well too. It's fairly complex, but I have to say it's pretty moving. Shame about his later works. Where would I store my final $20?
Inside the speaker.
Not everything, but almost there. Now to scrape together the last 20 and pay up. Inside where, Ty?
Inside the speaker.
Inside the speaker?
Yes.
My buzzer suddenly sounds. Who's there?
I love when people don't answer you. That's great. Oh, goody.
You've got to be kidding me.
Hey there, dude.
What did I do to deserve this early morning visit? You're not trying to get me involved in any more shitty arguments, are you?
Yeah, man, there's nothing like that, dude.
Then what is it?
It's something you're going to want to hear, Hyde.
What makes you think I'll want to hear anything you have to say?
You're going to want to keep it close to your chest, Phil. Basically, I got wind of a surefire way of winning big bucks. There's no way we can lose, man. No risk at all.
Hate this guy.
You stand to get 10 times the amount of cash you put in. 10 times.
10 times does sound good. If it's that good, why aren't you there wrecking it in?
Yeah, well, that's the thing, dude. There's a minimum amount you need to start. And I don't even have that.
There is definitely something fishy about this.
Really.
So that's what I came to talk to you about, buddy. If we pool our resources, we could make a killing.
I'm wasting my time just listening to this crap. Huh? My phone again.
You don't have a problem with me using some of your money on this, do you?
Let me think.
No.
Are you sure this is legit? Uh-oh.
Of course. So are you going to lend me the cash?
Yeah, I think I can see my way clear to landing you some.
I knew you would see sense, man. I mean, it's a sure thing.
Hmm.
The guy who let me in on the secret is already rolling in the dough.
I love that phone just rings forever.
Yeah? Is that right?
Yeah.
Thing is, I don't have that kind of cash on me. This is all I got.
This is everything? Shouldn't be a problem. Thanks, man. Now all you gotta do is sit back and wait.
Hey, wait up!
I'd better make a move. Catch you later.
Damn!
Why'd you give him
Why'd he rush off like that?
Because
I've
he
got a
stole from
bad
you.
feeling about this. Huh? Oh, not
Because
my
he stole
day.
from you.
Tony's blabbing made me miss the phone.
Why'd you hand him the money? Yeah, that was so silly. I mean,
Hold on. Wonder if Tony's ever planning to return this money. Wouldn't put it past him to forget. Better make sure.
Do you have to go check about this money?
Yep, phone's just gonna have to wait.
well, they hung up anyway, so
What room is he from?
I don't remember.
Lord only knows.
Okay.
Great, Tony's not in his room. Huh?
It's Betty. Mr. Hyde, you haven't seen Tony, have you?
Actually, he just paid me a visit.
I paid him.
Came to tell me about a surefire deal he'd been let in on.
So he came to you too with this crazy scheme?
Yeah, just this morning.
Seconds ago. I hope you didn't fall for his story and hand over any cash, Mr. Hyde.
Actually, I did.
Oh no, how much did he swindle out of you?
Gave him pretty much all the cash I had on me.
That's not what I hoped you'd say, Mr. Hyde. Do you realize you've been conned?
Conned?
He doesn't have any surefire scheme, he'll just gamble it all away.
He didn't say anything about gambling.
He wouldn't have been able to convince you if he did, would he? Truth is, he's been betting on the horses a lot recently and just can't stop.
Ponies.
He came and tried to get money out of me too, but I was wise to his game. From now on, whatever you do, don't lend Tony any money. He'll never return it, and anything he wins goes right into the nearest bar.
Can't believe I fell for it.
I
Must have
can't.
been because he
Great
didn't.
What the hell was I thinking? I can't believe Tony managed to haul me in like that.
Go to the horse races.
So that's what I came to talk to you about, buddy. If we pool our resources, we could make a killing.
I see. Wish I never bothered listening to your crazy story.
No.
Did I get game over? Fuck! I did.
You actually?
Give up. What happened if you just give up?
It just brings you back to the title screen.
Probably.
Oh, like your life is over? Like you legit
Yeah.
ruined your
Are we
life?
doing this conversation again, really? Or are we just gonna skip it?
Well, we're gonna pick
Give
the
the money
correct
again.
answer this time. I knew it was bad when I saw him flash red.
Nope, not doing that.
Huh? My phone again. Let me think. So, how much do you need to get started? Ty?
Pulsing red.
Just $1,000.
He's red no matter what. 1,000? That's pretty steep. Do you really need that much just to start?
Yeah, man, that's why I'm strapped. Seems like that's part of the rules. If you come up short, you can't join.
Got it. Thing is, I don't have that kind of cash on me. This is all I got.
Really? You had it over again? Why did you?
I swear to fuck.
Then how do you avoid them? Do you just not answer the door? Seriously, why do you... Is this because he didn't have his morning coffee, or what? Why is he being so silly?
I don't... So I feel like I should just close the door on him if he comes in.
Or just don't answer the door.
That's what you should do whenever you see Tony.
Just like,
It's just
I bet
close the door.
I'll be so pissed. It'll be something like you have to close your DS. You know, because that was a solution to some puzzles in other games.
In other games, but not the first.
I think there was one puzzle like that in the first one.
I remember the blow puzzle. I don't remember what much else, because we had to blow a painting. I think not in that way, but you know what I mean. Blow on a painting. There, that's better. Like clearly, you don't pick one of the dialogue options, so you have to do something else. How did you close the DS last time anyway? I don't.
It's like the hardest game fucking ever made.
The game of don't give your loser friend money.
Yeah, I guess I'm just too nice of a guy.
I'm gonna go with the sleepy excuse because I don't know. Like he says it's fishy, he knows it's a bad idea, he has enough money anyway, we don't get it. Maybe you click the icon instead of the arrow? Like
No, no, I
triangle?
clicked the icon. I think I click the chat. There we go. That's new dialogue.
You're gonna lend me some cash, right?
My phone's ringing. I should really answer it.
Oh, come on, man. Help me out here. I'm in a tight spot, and I really need your support right now.
Sorry, I'm gonna get that.
Tight spot.
And to the phone. That's not the phone.
Where is it?
By your bed, where it always is.
Got the ringing noise.
Yeah, no duh, Sherlock.
For a detective, his observational skills.
Are fantastic. The phone's ringing. Hello? I hear a stern voice on the other end of the phone. Who is this?
I don't know who that is. Oh wait, is that a landlady or someone else?
It was you, and then you went away. It's
Mr.
Margaret.
Hyde, this is Margaret.
Miss Patrice.
I'd just like to say that I'd like the rent paid in full by the end of the day.
But by the end of the day?
Glad you didn't give it to Tony.
Yes, Mr. Hyde. Thank you, and goodbye.
Yeah, see ya. Now this really complicates matters.
No, it really doesn't.
What the hell am I supposed to do now?
Just kick Tony out. You idiot.
I'm terrified that if I speak to him, I'll get a game over.
Let's save the game first, or don't.
So, getting back to what you were saying. What do you mean by a tight spot?
It's nothing, dude. Don't worry about it.
You better not be lying to me, Tony.
No way, man. I'd never do that. Besides, you got your own problems, right? I was just Meg's on the phone just now. I noticed how you were speaking to her. When she wants something from you, there's no stopping her. She was on the phone to me not long back. If I don't strike it rich with this deal, I'm never going to settle the rent.
What deal? Tony, the deal you're talking about, is it just some kind of gambling scheme? That tight spot you let slip was your rent, right?
Nah, man, what makes you say that?
You're just chasing dreams, Tony. If you gamble away your cash, you're gonna lose. You think I'm gonna lend you cash out of my own pocket just like that? Maybe you should try working for your money.
That's harsh, you know that? I got the message. I'm out of here.
Tony leaves, looking less than happy. Okay, time to get your head straight. What's it gonna be?
Gotta find 20 bucks somewhere else in your apartment, I guess.
Coat pocket. No. Let's see if everything in the closet is how I left it. I like suits. They're comfy and easy to wear. My slacks are folded up at the bottom of the closet. Keep my towels in a neat pile. It's a piggy bank shaped like Pinky Rabbit or a Pinky Bank. My beloved Pinky Bank. There's a coin slot on the back of its head. Pretty sure there's some change inside. I need to get the money in my Pinky Bank, but I'd rather not have to break it.
There should be a little thing at the bottom.
You have to check its butt, Reuben.
Looks like the only way I can get them out is through the coin slot on the top.
See if you can get Tony to shake it upside down for 3 straight hours for $5.
That's an odd request. Never hurts to have a handy umbrella.
I mean, I guess you don't really know this because you don't see my desk, but I have a Pikachu piggy bank.
Imagine having a piggy bank. Imagine carrying physical money.
Uh-huh. I don't know. I just put quarters in there, and it's been sitting there for a while. So.
Have we got a
That's my
magnet
only
or
ceramic
something?
Pikachu to this day. So.
Right, what have I got? Solar calculator. Super strength adhesive. Pen that writes invisible ink.
Is there any way to actually sell these items, or are they just here for
No, it's
like,
his
lore?
job.
I know it's his job, but do you
Little
actually
pocket
think-
camera. Surface cleaner. Maybe I can use this ruler. Take the small ruler out of the box. Tube of glue. Tin of wax. Snow globe. Bleach. Security log. Okay. Well, I guess the ruler is all I'm getting to use. I don't think a ruler would fit in a coin slot somehow.
I mean, depending on how tiny the ruler is and how big the slot is, it could. I don't know. Maybe the thing in the bottom of piggy banks was only invented after 1980.
Sure hope this works.
Oh, that's a huge slot. You're fine.
What is this?
Fucking.
It's,
You're gonna get the rest of your $400 out this way?
no, just some change apparently. Also, it's only a piggy bank in the head instead of the whole body. That's such a waste of space. You okay, Reuben?
Is this the final boss? Is this where we lose the game?
Probably another game over.
Reuben, pull it out. Pull the fucking stick out. Now shake it. And then catch it with the stick. Yeah. Yeah, there you go. You have to shake it.
Shake it harder.
Yeah, shake it harder and then stick the stick in when you're shaking it. There you go.
Only do it better this time.
Yeah.
Almost.
Oh my god.
Harder.
What a
Faster.
what a weird game mechanic. Oh.
Fucking. Oh, yeah!
Got one. Good job. Oh, that's for a dollar.
This is the only time I've seen the 3DS fully use its potential.
No, regular DS. This regular DS. Oh, fucking.
Whatever.
Give me. Oh, stop. Oh,
Oh.
pull it up a little bit.
Oh, no!
Pull it out a little bit, and then I'm going.
Wait, can you tilt it?
That's the tilt.
Oh, it's only tilting towards you?
Yeah. Oh, fuck. Come on. What is it? What is a bronze coin in America?
1 penny.
1 penny is not worth this.
No. The total value of all of that in there was probably like less than $1, which is why I laughed when it started. There you go. Thank God,
Jesus
another
Christ.
$95.
Maybe that can be a short.
That was a single cent. Oh
Maybe
God,
that-
thank God. Now
that
it's
could be a
3
short.
quarters.
Maybe they're silver dollars. I don't know. Is that an American thing as well?
No, I've got to pay. That was...
For 76 cents.
That was not worth it.
Pretty good.
They are quarters. Okay. Yeah, silver dollars were a thing in Canada like a long time ago. I don't know if they were a thing in America though.
We have 50-cent coins that are large and silver like that. And we
Oh,
do
yeah.
have a $1 coins, but the $1 coins are gold colored.
And we have loonies and toonies, but like, I mean, before we had a loonie, we had
I think I have
silver
a
dollars
coin on my
there.
desk right now. Yeah, that's my coin flipping coin. Is it $1? Does it have Queen Elizabeth II on it?
If it is a loony, then it would have, yeah.
Yeah, that's what I have on my desk right now. That's my coin flipping coin.
Ah.
Where else could I find some money?
You could go
In the
crack
speakers.
open Tony's skull.
Well, that's true.
Maybe on the couch, or I don't know, like between furniture.
Oh yeah, check the cushions. That'll be another $95 there.
Oh, okay. I have a really sneaking suspicion, and it'll be awesome if I'm right. Or I guess not. I guess. So I was gonna say that there would be a coin on the needle, because you do that if the needle's not heavy enough. You know, so if your record starts skipping, so you put a needle or you put a coin on it to weigh it down and it doesn't jump anymore.
I've never heard that.
Fucking... What kind of shenanigans could I possibly have to do here? The bills are stuck in there. Maybe if I shake it or just break the fucking bottle.
Shake, shake, shake. Riveting gameplay.
What the fuck?
How are the coins still not coming out? That's confusing me. Oh, there they are.
Well, a little more cash fell out. Still no bills though, just 5 coins. You're gonna need to break the bottle to get the bills. Could smash it on the table, but if I damage the furniture, Mangs will probably have a fit and charge me even more rent.
Yeah.
Better go
that's how I
find
open
something
all my
else to
glass
break it
bottles.
with.
Whip it against the ceiling.
Or just do it in the sink if you have a metal sink. I don't know if you have a metal sink. You might not. I don't know.
Nah, you have to go break it open in the public pool.
Yep. Pick a sofa too for maybe there's change in the sofa. That's an actual common real life thing.
I love how the first hour of the stream is going to be recap. The second hour is going to be checking the couch for coins. The best content we've ever made.
Hey, I'm loving every moment of this, okay? Fuck you.
I guess you can look through the sofa. Alright.
This is fantastic content. Someone is gonna love this. This could be the one thing that stops someone from killing themselves.
Wow, it only took you 2 hours. Almost.
What?
I don't know.
I'm gonna break it with a sponge. The bucket is full of water. Good thing there's not a hole in it. Oh. Thanks, Kyle. Could you just broke it on the bottle? I don't see anything in here I can break it with. There's gonna be some ridiculous way to break it too. It can't be something normal.
Like a rock. Tony's head.
Let's check my case. Let's see. Pardon me. None of that looks like it could break it.
The case itself could.
True. But I can't pick that up.
Are you sure?
What's that? Pocket camera. It's glue. Can you do something stupid with glue?
Glue is for putting glass back together.
I could break it with the snow globe.
No.
What the fuck? What is the solution?
Look in your kitchen for something. I don't know.
Can you pick up the jar itself? Is it the
No, it won't
teapot?
let me.
Is it the kettle? Yeah.
Is that metal or is it ceramic?
Oh, do you mean make a cup of coffee? Maybe you'll be less stupid.
Sydney's hamburgers are just so tasty. Wait, so do y'all not use normal kettles that you like plug into the wall?
No.
I mean, I have one of
Really?
those, but I use the stove usually.
We've had this conversation, Reuben. I personally, yes, I have a kettle, but no, it is not.
But it's not the
kettles are
standard?
No.
It's wild.
If someone was to have something like that in America, it'd be like a teapot, if they like
Yeah, it would
tea.
be on the, they put on the
Huh.
stove. Yeah.
On the note of teapots, there's a teapot I want.
Okay.
The
Pokemon is shaped like.
It's not a Pokemon one, it's a Yoshi.
Ah, I'm sorry.
It's Yoshi's
Definitely
egg.
not. Yoshi's a Pokemon.
Yeah?
Yeah,
That's right.
Yeah,
That's right, he only says his name. He says, Yoshi!
yeah. Yoshi is a Pokemon.
Plants in a mug. I should probably put these in with the others. Great. It's my stash of sauces and seasonings. I'm all out of mayonnaise. Fucking...
Being out of mayonnaise is very un-American.
So that's where my kettle is.
Full of mayo.
A big pot. I could
Yeah,
cook all kinds of things in
frying
here if I
pan.
wanted to. It's a bottle of sauce. Not sure why I left it down here. A good old-fashioned frying pan. I'll have mine sunny side up, please. Glad I have these copper pots in case I need them. Who knows if I ever will. Hey, right now, buddy. Right now, all of these could smash that fucking bottle.
That's another teapot. That's a second teapot.
One's a kettle. One's a kettle.
The other one looks nicer.
The other one looks more like what you would see in the US. The other one looks more normal.
This jar of pickles is the only thing in my refrigerator that isn't starting to rot. I can't get enough of these when I've had a couple of beers. I don't... Why does beer make him want to go for pickles? Those apples may be nutritious, but I don't think they constitute a meal. It's been so long since I went grocery shopping, I don't even recall buying any lemons. Why would you? Why would you buy lemons?
Lemons are
For
awesome. Lemons
lemonade
are S tier.
or for fish or.
I have a big
There's a
old
mirror
sack
above
of
the
lemons.
sink. My toothpaste is there on the shelf right where I need it. It's my toothbrush and the cup I use to wash my mouth out. The mirror I look at myself in every morning, and damn, I could do with a shave. I'm looking pretty rough. You don't look that bad. Just your basic wash basin. Right, what the fuck am I missing?
I don't know. You check your bathroom for something to break the jar with?
There was nothing in my bathroom.
Okay. Use the alarm clock. That'll work. Oh no! Alright. How that?
Nope. There's TV on the table. Doesn't look like much, but at least it works. Guess I'll turn
You
it
can open
on.
the bottle with a television. Oh my god. So it is the 70s.
Nope,
An infomercial is on.
Oh.
Let the sweet lemon taste of Cool Pop fire your neurons and tickle your taste buds. They have a point. I've been pretty addicted to the stuff lately. There's an old TV show on. I can hear the audience laughing every few seconds. Nothing worse than a bad sitcom. There's an old cartoon on. Pinky Rabbit, huh? It takes me back. I used to love this guy. The news is on. And now for today's weather. Cold and dry. Inspirational.
You want me to look it up?
Yes. They have a unique quality to them. I just don't get that I just don't get from professional art. This lamp is more traditional than the one over by the speakers. Where's the speakers?
You have to borrow Dylan's hammer, apparently.
Oh.
Or you can grab the bottle and take it with you so you don't have to come back in.
What?
Apparently.
Can I?
Unless you take the bottle in your inventory. You can put it in your inventory, I guess. But bottom right, bottom left, I mean.
Time to
That's
smash
a
it.
round whiskey bottle.
No, I can't.
Bottom
Grab-
left, bottom left.
Huh?
You pressed the wrong button. Go.
What button?
Hit the bag. Oh, I thought you could. You can't
No,
drag it into the bag.
If clicking on it doesn't put it in my bag, I can't put it in my bag.
Oh, okay. Well, I guess bring the hammer back here and then give the hammer back to the discount Hank Hill.
He's on room 303, I think. This is a vacant room, so I won't spend too long on it. It's not 303 then. No answer. Well, can't knock it if I've tried. No getting in there. It's locked tight. No answer when I press the buzzer. Maybe it's buzzed. Haha.
Hey.
Locked. Dylan pokes his head out from the open door.
Oh, it's you, Mr. Hyde.
Dylan, I've got something I need your help with.
Do you think I can help you somehow? It's goofy.
Here's hoping.
Okay, well, I'm glad to be of service. Why don't you come inside and we can talk?
So, this is where Dylan calls home.
Kind of expected it to just be a porta potty.
I can see it.
So, Mr. Hyde, you were saying something about needing my help?
Yeah, I need to borrow something. I'm pretty sure you've got what I need.
Well, don't keep me hanging. What is it?
A hammer.
A hammer?
You do have one, don't you?
Wouldn't be able to call myself a repairman if I didn't, now would I? Why would you need to borrow a hammer, Mr. Hyde? Just to pay my rent with. We have to smash open a bottle. Yeah.
Okay, I need to smash open a bottle.
What would you need to do that for?
There's something inside I need to get my hands on. I've tried everything else, but nothing short of smashing it is gonna work.
That's quite a fix you're in there.
Oh my god, Dylan, just give me the hammer.
I think I'm good to help you out. Just hang around here for a little while.
Why should I do that?
Simple. I left my toolbox in the car and it's got my hammer inside. Won't take me long. I'll be back before you know it.
Understood. Dylan leaves to go to his
now we
car.
can snoop his room a little bit. Yay, snooping his
Yeah, now he can be a nosy bastard.
Lick everything. Stick as much up your butt as you can. Oh,
Butterflies.
he's a laptop.
There's a desk lamp in this corner. The switchboard clicks in and out. This looks new. I'll bet he got it recently. There's a newspaper lying on the desk. It reads, December 20th. Jeweler in Pasadena robbed the serial what?
Okay.
Jeweler in Pasadena robbed. The serial jewelry burglar has been hitting numerous LA jewelers over the last month, has struck again. This time at a jewelry store in Pasadena. The details of the theft fit the burglar's modus operandi, connecting this to previous robberies in the city. Due to the increasing frequency of the robberies, the LAPD are now focusing all of their efforts and manpower into apprehending the criminal. Another jewelry robbery? There's an open notebook on the top of the table. Dylan has left a small magnifying glass on top of the notebook. There's a sketch in the corner. It's of a bird spreading its wings. Yeah? There's some raw crystals on the desk. This one is a dull blue shade and has a rough surface. I've seen this type of crystal before. I don't remember what it's called though. Huh?
This motherfucker. Goofy's the bad guy.
There's a butterfly display case on the desk. He's using drugs! These look like the tools for making a display case, including preservative and tweezers. I guess Dylan made all his decorations on his own. Unsurprisingly, these books are all about bug collecting or crystals. Oh my god! Hey, there's his toolbox. Toolbox with a handle. Looks pretty new. You must use this toolbox for his work.
Open it. If there's a hammer in it, he's lying to you.
Yeah, I can't. Part of Dylan's crystal collection. This crystal is a dark blue color that looks different from every angle. Does it? I don't think it does.
To him, it does.
Part of Dylan's crystal collection. A pink crystal with white veins running through it. Part of Dylan's crystal collection. A translucent bluish crystal with a smooth surface. White and orange. Feels rough to the touch. There's a case of pressed butterflies on display. Various breeds of butterfly are held in place with pins. There sure are a lot of butterflies. Seems fitting for Dylan. He always acts like he's got butterflies in his stomach. I thought he was just dumb. This is more like
the voice I use.
An intelligent person's room. Preserved insect specimens are on display in a case. It's an insect display case. This crystal is light blue and appears to have some air bubbles in it. I'm sure I've seen a piece of jewelry somewhere with a crystal like this. Part of Dylan's crystal collection. This one is blue and has a million tiny scratches that diffuse the light. It's pale green and looks like it's been polished. These books are about different kinds of crystals. These books are about insects. How about that?
We'll roll around in his bed. Scent market.
Whoa. Maybe I'm imagining things, but that painting looks strangely familiar.
Wasn't it a puzzle in the first game?
Yeah, it was.
Yeah.
There's a blue sofa by the window. Looks like there's room for 2, maybe 3. It matches all the other furniture in the room. I wouldn't have expected Dylan to be so coordinated.
That's
It's a coffee table with nothing. Huh?
That's rude.
It's a coffee table with nothing on it. Not even any coffee.
Not even any.
Better not blow on this blind, unless I want a face full of dust. Oh, I can answer his phone. It's a little old refrigerator. The motor's really loud. Must be annoying having it this close to his bed. There's a radio next to his bed. It's one of the latest models that also plays cassette tapes. There's a chest of drawers next to the bed. And there are no socks here, so I can't rearrange them. God damn it. I wanted to go into the other drawer. Yes, it's a telephone. The blind is completely closed. I can just barely see out through the gaps. Man, he has taken a long time to get this shit from his car. I noticed a framed jigsaw puzzle on the wall depicting an angel. The painting. It's Angel Opening a Door by Osterzoni. Can't believe that thing's hanging up there of all places. The original artwork was stolen from a New York art museum. The people who took it were part of the Nile crime syndicate. Wonder if Dylan made this puzzle. It's certainly beginning to show its age too. Plus the frame is absolutely covered in dust. Let me try to clean it up a little.
Good job.
Damn. Should have seen that coming. Now the whole thing's in pieces. This really isn't my day.
Jigsaw puzzle.
Fuck.
You can rotate them. Try to do the one in the middle of all of them first because it's blocking one of them. Now you have two blocking. That one, yeah.
This is also reminiscent.
Oh wait, no, there's a bit over there. I didn't see that slot. That's just about do it.
Alright, Len, your turn.
Sorry about the wait.
Didn't really notice the time, to be honest.
That's good then. Anyway, the hammer wasn't where I thought it was. That's why I couldn't get back here earlier.
Don't fret, you're back now.
Well, yeah. Dylan's a bad guy. So here's your hammer.
TY, buddy. I take the hammer from Dylan.
Dylan and I dress the
Thanks.
same. Just remember to return it when you're done.
Wasn't planning on selling it, you know? Dylan, there's one more thing.
There
You
is.
just do a fucking Columbo to him? The puzzle with the angel hanging on your wall. Did you put it together yourself? What fucking rude, Kyle.
Yeah, jigsaw puzzles pass the time between repair jobs. Is there something you'd like to say?
Just that I've seen the puzzle your painting is based on before.
Didn't think you'd be into art, Mr. Hyde.
I'm not, but this is the exception. It's called Angel Opening a Door. Painted by an artist going by the name of Osterzone. Damn good work, too. The original was stolen years ago from a museum in New York.
I got the puzzle from a friend. It was a gift to remember our friendship. But I had no idea it was based on something well known.
Yeah, anyway. Time I was off.
Sure, no problem. So the duration of this socialization could have been... Yo, Dylan, you got a hammer? Yeah, yo.
Yeah?
That's how long that would have taken two adult men to speak to one another.
I don't know, man.
Yeah.
I mean, you had to go and get the hammer from outside.
Listen, this motherfucker owns more than one hammer. First reason I knew he was lying. He left another toolbox up here. He said he only had one hammer. Nah, this guy has 8 and he's lost 6 of them at any given moment.
What does he do with them all?
He's a repairman. He loses them. And
I
he has
make
2
for
he
the
knows
door
where they
and
are.
leave Dylan's room. Let's get this last 20 fucking dollars.
With the hammer, you could open a few people's doors to get the money.
What's up, Vega? I love you too, buddy. I love you too. Come here. No? You come here? Come on. Come on, buddy. Step up. Step up. Good boy. Nice. Good boy. Do you want to get out there? Just sit in my hat? Here you go.
They could be straight sipping.
You go slurp. Slurp. Where is that bottle? Right, let's open this motherfucker. Use. Right, time to give this a go.
No, just straight out on the table. Oh, he failed. Good. Why? If he was gonna do it on the table, he could have just dropped it.
Look how happy he is. Got it! Now let's see how much was inside the thing.
Pound your face onto it.
I collect $25. I got $5 more.
You can go buy another bottle of liquor to put all your money in.
2 p.m.
You going to end the stream soon or no?
What's the timer say? 1:57.
Like 5 minutes.
Yeah. Better stop it there before we get into something fucking insane.
Okay,
that means
just
there
write in your
won't be
notebook,
reading a
Dave.
novel at the start of next week because we didn't complete the chapter.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, because we spent the first half reading a novel.
Yeah.
Just write in your notebook, pay the goddamn rent, and then
Pay rent. Yeah. Let's see, notes.
Don't need those notes anymore. What we need to do, but
Clear that. Dear future me, old me says hello. I hope you
Good Lord,
are-
dude, it is another novel.
doing well. What the fuck? Please pay the goddamn fucking rent.
Great wording.
Bye.
Bye.
Uh-huh.
Pardon me. And that is us for tonight.
We did it.
Yes.
Just do that just in case. Yes, so that is us for tonight. Vega, you can come off my hat now. Yeah. He's a good boy. Really good boy, yeah?
Did we do it?
Yeah.
Good boy. Yeah, so that is us for tonight. On Friday, I'll be continuing Dragon Quest 7. And on Monday, we'll be continuing this. Well, let me check the
Without
date
the
actually.
novel.
No novel at the start next week. I'll probably, like, do a full fucking read of the novel, I think. I think that would be a fine video that's just randomly there with effort put into it. I need to try and do something like hey, I just need to do something, some other form of video, and that do it.
All right.
Okay.
So Friday is the 5th of June. Yes, I will definitely be here on Friday. I will give a heads up. Monday the 22nd. I do expect to be home on time. But I will be rushing home. So I might be 15 to 20 minutes late to my machine.
Okay.
Because I'll be in England. So yeah. Friday the 19th I'll not be streaming because I'll be seeing Metallica. Then on the Sunday I'll be at the Square Enix Orchestra, and on the Monday I'll be coming home from that. That's a few weeks away. And then Star Fox comes out that week.
Yeah, birds.
I'm excited for that. So yeah, Friday I'll be continuing Dragon Quest 7, Monday I'll be continuing this, and it'll be fun. We'll have a good time. I had a good time tonight. Hope you all had a good time tonight. Now to go and heat up my pizza.
Yay.
Bye.